All right, hopefully that's recording. I'm not gonna bother to check if it is, but today's Sunday, February 8th, I believe. Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday. Figured I'd come out here while everybody was at home watching the Super Bowl, see if it was nice and quiet. But it turns out a lot of mountain bikers are kind of like me. They're not really big into sports, but that's all right. We're back up here at Hawes Trail. This is, as you can see on the sign, it says Iron Goat and Goat. Goat's to the left, Iron Goat to the right. It's going to be a little bit different today than my other past runs because usually I take Goat to the left and then I go back down Red Mountain Rush, which is somewhere off behind this tree here. But today I'm taking Iron Goat and I'm going to make it a shorter trip that ends kind of where I started. But on the way there, there's something called dirt therapy, which is a little bit of a downhill area where you can hit some jumps and stuff. So I was kind of hoping to hit that today. We'll see though. We'll see. Beautiful day out here. Kind of warm though. That's for sure. This is the first ride I've gotten out to since Christmas break. Pretty happy to be out here. Woke up late today. I thought I was gonna wake up early, go for a ride, get back and do all my homework. And then I had a late night by accident yesterday. So I had to sleep in this morning. Oh, I didn't have to, but didn't want to go out for a trail ride with 5 hours of sleep behind my belt. So yeah, woke up about 10. I was kind of mad about that. So I figured I would do my homework first. That way I was sure that it would get done. And then afterwards, if I still had time, I would come out and go for a little ride. So as you can see, I did manage to get my homework done. I was pretty happy about that. It's probably the fastest I've ever done my homework. But yeah. Wow, look at that view up here. Kind of hard to argue with that, right? I'm not sure how well it looks on the camera there, but I'll break my phone out just in case and get a few photos. It's pretty incredible. Roommates will be jealous of that. Oh, excuse me. Let me get a panorama too. Wants me to. Camera didn't want to flip on me. Oh, I guess no duh. One of the worst panoramas ever. I don't know. Looks good though. Apple does a good job of making good photos. So, but yeah, so this ride will be a little bit shorter. Usually they're about 8 miles. This one's probably going to be about 6 or maybe 5. I've already done 2.3, so it's probably going to be about 5. All right. Never done this trail before though, so something new. Holy crap. Yeah, that's something. Yeah, that's a pretty rough one too. It's just like Red Mountain Rush, I guess. Oh my gosh, that's tight. A couple new upgrades on the bike. I have some fresh grips because my old ones were worn down smooth. A lot of people, they'll upgrade their grips just to color match with their bike. I really couldn't care less, but I figured since I needed new grips anyways, I'd color match them. So these are DD Lockjaw, I believe, and they're kind of a light blue color. So technically they're not color matched to my bike because my bike's a green, but it really doesn't matter. Holy shit. Hope this is the right way to go. I did change a few things. I decreased the rebound on my bike so that it wasn't throwing me or bouncing back at me so hard. That way it feels like it's a little bit smoother, I guess. Smooths it out a little bit more for me. Just because there's so many bumps on these trails out here that when you have a fast rebound, it's almost like it's multiplying the bumps because you come off the top of one and then the shock extends, hits the top of the other one, and it's just multiplying what you're feeling, so it's almost worse. So I can definitely feel it. Feels way better, feels more stuck to the ground. Besides that little bit, I also have new pants, which I'm absolutely loving these pants here. My pants to start out with were like these skin colored shorts, and I liked them, but I'm not necessarily a person who has a lot of fashion, so I was looking at them and I realized it kind of almost looks like I'm not wearing pants because they're the same color as my tan. So I'm glad that I got these new black Yeti pants. They fit pretty good. A little loose in the waist, but I have a small waist anyway, so. Did I jump? Those are pretty good. I'll go past this one. Being straight up honest, I have no idea where I'm at now. There was a lot more turns and cutoffs on these trails than I was expecting. I think I can call that my first official jump though, and I think that was pretty successful. I like that. All right, where are we at now? So, oh, that's my starting position. The app that I'm using, it's called All Trails. I think I'm liking it. It works really well. I just had it for a while. Already works with me. I got it tracking on my Garmin too. The difference between All Trails and my Garmin is because basically All Trails, to get all the stuff, you have to have a subscription, but with my Garmin, because I already bought the watch, it's all just kind of baked in. Yeah, look at those ramps there. There's that one way back there that I came off of. That's pretty sweet. I think I found myself a new trail. So yeah, looks like we're still going the right way. I believe this one just loops down and meets back up with this one, so I'm just gonna follow the top of this ridge. I think it'll look nicer, get more scenery in there, right? And we'll come back down, and dirt therapy will be the next right. Well, yeah. I'm kind of liking this trail. It's smoother than Red Mountain Rush, and I think the jumps are a little bit easier easier to hit, and there's less turns. I'm not very good at hitting berms and turning, just because it's I'm not very good at getting my center of gravity low enough to be able to hit the berms, and I'm not used to how the tires grip on the sand. What's this? Okay. Oh, I saw a lizard. Which way am I going? Yeah, pants do come loose a little bit. Might have to make something to sort that out. Oh yeah, this is some other, I don't know what that is. We're going left though. Another quick mention. I got two My Medic shoot, what do I call them? First aid kits. One that straps to the frame of the bike, and then one that is just a pack that I can throw in my bag or something. The pack's for my sister, and the one that straps to the bike is for my grandparents. Absolutely love them both. Thought that was really cool. I tried out strapping the one to my bike frame, and it worked out pretty good. I like that. I took it off though for this ride up, for the ride down. I took off my med kit and my toolkit, which were mounted on my bike. My toolkit was in my bottle cage, which is pretty cool too. But I took them off, threw them in my bag for now, just because I wanted to see what it would feel like to not have the extra weight on the bike. And honestly, I can understand where people come from when they say they like having a light bike, cutting down the weight on the bike, because it did significantly help the handling and the suspension staying to the ground. So yeah, like I said, good for the way up, but the way down, when I need a corner like this here, or not quite like that, when I'm going faster, it's nice to have the little extra control that taking the weight off the bike helps with. I still hope I'm going the right way. This trail has a lot of different alternate routes and turns, and I don't think all of them are necessarily supposed to be here. That's one thing you see a lot of, is people will make their own trails. They'll be little trailblazers, which this is technically I believe it is a national park actually, this area. It's definitely a park. I don't know if it's national, but either way, you're not supposed to make your own trails out here. And even Hawes Trail Alliance, it's the group of people who take care of all the trails out here. They still have to get permission and everything to build the trails out here. So, oh, I don't want to fall down that side. But I mean, if I take a wrong turn, that's no problem, as long as I don't go up a downhill section. It's bad. I get into a head-on with another bike. Let's check here. Yeah, it's still looking good. We're actually almost to the top of dirt therapy, so I'll probably take a break there. Maybe let the camera charge up before I drop in. Gather my thoughts, eat a granola bar. Oh, whoa, that was something. I'm gonna turn. Yeah. turn the rebound down a little bit more. On the rear shock at least. The front ones are good. But, you know, maybe I'd go seat down for this part. Oh. Okay. Oh. Another quick mention. I have, oh, 1 second. There's a bird up there. It's a Puro 2 cactus nectar iron goat. We're just going straight down iron goat, but oh, wait, is dirt therapy this way? Oh, it's supposed to be. Okay. I think All Trails just has the name wrong. We're going down this middle path here. The rest of Iron Goat. Anyways, like I was saying beforehand, another quick mention. Let me grab it here. These model straps, MODL, absolutely amazing. I kind of love them so far. I've used it for quite a few things. Just securing things in general is what they're for, but it's just, you think about a zip tie but on steroids with more options and ways to attach things. And not to mention they're probably stronger than most zip ties. The small one by itself I think was 40 pounds. The big ones will hold 70, and you can attach them with these little hooks however you want to. Right now what I do with this one is, because when my bike is on my bike rack on the end of my truck, the front end wants to roll up and out, so I clamp it around my handlebar and my front brake so it prevents my front tire from rolling up the holder for it, and that just helps secure it better in the thing. But so far I absolutely love them. Right now at my dorm or my apartment here, I actually have them to help secure my bike underneath my bed and keep it up off the ground. So I'm hanging my pretty big bike here by those little rubber straps, and that's just so I can keep my handlebars nice and clean and in good shape, because I don't want to set it on the end of these, because you see how much that flexes, it'll ruin them pretty quickly. But yeah, anyways, absolutely love them so far. This isn't a sponsorship or anything. I'm not that important. But I thought I'd mention them just because I think they're so cool. And they're just good to have on hand too. Like what I was doing beforehand to secure my front brake was I was zip tying it to my handlebars, but then you have to get rid of the zip tie, and they're not renewable, so I'd be going through zip ties like crazy. And the other thing that I was doing was I just had a cheap Velcro strap, which I mostly have for keeping my cable management at my desk organized, so I'd have to pull that off every time. My cables would go everywhere. It was bad, so I'm glad that I got something now. Oh, this is something else. That's dirt therapy. Actually, I'm gonna get off and I'm gonna look at this real quick. So that's just an alternate trail, I guess. So that's the first the first jump on dirt therapy. Pretty sure I'm not gonna hit that. From what I understand, dirt therapy, most of them you can roll if you need to, which will probably be most of them for me. But can't let my confidence on the first jumps get to me there. Oh. Yeah, I can just roll most of them. Oh, shit. Kind of cool though. So this is the bottom of it already. Oh, that was almost bad. That was pretty fun. Oh. Holy shit, I might throw up.